but my mind is watching slideshows of our memories. It's late at night, I know you're gone, and I can't sleep 'cause you moved on. I wish we tried